Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sunday Night Mixed Media Backgrounds. Today I am going to be making a background that is going to go with this cluster that we made yesterday. So I've pulled out some sprays, some ink, water. I'm using watercolor paper and a stencil. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I'm taking my watercolor paper, this is a 12 by 12 piece, and I am spraying it with water, and then I'm going to take some of this Lindy's stuff and sprinkle it around. Now, I thought that the color was going to be much more of a peachy pink, and it turns out that there was some peachy pink in there, but there was a whole heck of a lot of bright pink, and the bright pink was not making my soul happy. Because, you know, I'm trying to get this to work with the tag cluster we made yesterday. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, holy Moses. So what do? I'm going to add a whole heck of a lot more water. And there is a lot of water on this watercolor paper. I am also, as you guys know, not a person who really cleans up the mat that I'm working on. So because the watercolor paper is so wet and there's puddles of water around the edge, I am actually going to pick up some of the color that is on the mat. Now you might be looking at this and be thinking, oh Sandy, this is some sort of hot mess. And you know what? I'm going to agree with you. It is a hot mess right now. This is where, before I decided to, try a new philosophy of keep going, this is where I would have folded this sucker up and threw it in the trash can. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to mop up these puddles with some paper towels, and then I will, try to figure out something here, because I'm just not exactly sure what the heck I'm doing. So I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to let all of the water that is on the surface of the paper roll down. And once that has rolled down, we're going to wipe up some of this water, right? Like I need to get some of it up because it keeps leaching right back into that watercolor paper. Then I'm going to blot off the paper, and it does leave a little imprint of my paper towel in there, which I'm totally fine with. Now, for some reason, the portion that I mixed paint to make a peachy pink color to kind of tone down that fuchsia color didn't show up. I thought for sure I pressed, the button to go and to record, but basically I took Liquitex Basics white paint and I took peach and Glenda aqua pigments from Brutus Monroe and kept mixing it together until it gave me this peachy pink color. And then that made the paint really thin, putting in a lot of aqua pigment color. But then I just painted over it in kind of like a stripy fashion. And then I sprayed some more green over top of that because I didn't want the stripes to just be slapped on top. I wanted it to kind of blend in. And next I'm going to use this stencil, which was part of a holiday release a year or two ago. So it is still available in the shop. Sometimes I get questions about stencils that I use when it's the stencil of the month, and you got to be a member of the Stencil of the Month Club to get the Stencil of the Month. They are exclusive stencils. I've toyed with the idea of having a one-time past Stencil of the Month sale, because there are people that are like, man, I want all of them, but I didn't join when you started. I'm toying with that idea. Yeah, if you're watching and that's something that you might be interested in, would you drop a comment down below? I don't want to go through the effort of putting it up and making a big deal out of it if people are like, no, it's cool. You know what I mean? So anyway, I went ahead and took my Catherine Pooler ink pad and just inked right through that sucker. And it's giving me a nice, deep, dark green color, which is perfect because on my tag cluster, I have a nice, deep, dark green color on that tag. I sprayed the heck out of the stencil, and then I am going to pull a stencil print. I lift that up, and then that is what I have. And now I am going to kind of blot this up and clean it up a little bit after I grab my my art journal and pick that up. So I had some of that peachy pink leftover color I put in the art journal, and then I went ahead and did that. Now I'm just showing you that the colors are pretty good. It's going to coordinate well. So when we scrapbook this tomorrow, it's going to be great. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.